Messages of condolence continue to pour in for the family and friends of the newly elected regional treasurer of the ANC Youth League in Ngaka Modiri Molema Region, Dikago Pule. The 30-year-old Pule died in a car crash in the early hours of yesterday on his way back to Mahikeng from the Youth League's General Council. Newzroom Afrika's Refiloe Seboko joining us now for an update. Refiloe, a very sad moment indeed, not just for the Youth League, but the family. How are they holding up?
Well, we understand so far that the family is really not taking it well. We understand from the members of the ANC Youth League in the province that visited the family yesterday in Kunwana to just send their condolences and show support. They are still struggling to come into terms with the passing of Dikago Pule, but not just the family, like you said, also the ANC Youth League in the Northwest Province. You remember that after that Congress, as he was elected, and then he got into a car crash. But we've seen messages of condolences. Some are remembering him as the former SRC president of the Northwest University, and also that at the moment where he was leading a march to the union buildings during the Peace Must Fall protest. But allow me to welcome Wessels Mourned. He is the chairperson of the ANC Youth League in the Northwest Province. Thank you so much and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Condolences, and let's talk about Dikago Pule and his passing. How are you guys receiving it?
No, this is very difficult to accept and internalize and make peace with the fact that Comrade Dikago Pule is no longer with us. Remember, I was with him hours before this could happen because we are from the Regional General Council of Ngaka Modiri Molema, where delegates at that Regional General Council elected him as the regional treasurer. He departed to come to Mahikeng while we remained in Zeras. An hour after that, I got a call that he has been involved in an accident. We rushed to the hospital together with other comrades that we were with the hope that the doctors will manage to do something. Then an hour after that, they called us to tell us that he's no longer with us. Something that is very difficult, something that is very shocking. We had to immediately call his mother, who rushed to the hospital. We broke the news to her. Of course, she was shattered. I don't think any parents deserves to go through what she has been going through. No parents deserves to bury their child. If there's anything, we as children, we must bury our parents. And then we broke the news to her. We comforted her. We drove early hours of that morning to his home at Kunwana, where we are going to inform the grandmother, who also did not receive the news very well, as she is somebody who has aged the pain. If somebody of my age can just shut me like that, I can imagine for somebody of her age, because she did indicate that Dikago was the only breadwinner who was very committed to developing other siblings in the family and other relatives, and he was busy with other projects. The parents did show us the project that he was busy dealing with. He was a well-rounded cadre that believes in making sure that he advanced the socio-economic conditions of other people in the society. Somebody who was very energetic, somebody who loved the people.
You know, somebody who was very energetic. He's being described with messages that have been sent as a brave person, but also that, you know, his work, you know, the contribution that he has made.
Yeah, you'll remember the Peace Must Fall moment that we had, or the Peace Must Fall, the revolution that we had in the country. Comrade Dikago spearheaded that on the part of the Northwest. You'll recall the campaign that he had, wherein he walked to the Union building to go and confront those who are in charge of our country, to tell them that we really need this free education. He has fought alongside other leaders, by that time, Fasia Hassan. They've waged a serious battle for free education, which I think what they've done, it has brought fruits. Currently, things are much better, even though we have not arrived to where we want to be as far as the education is concerned. Comrade Dikago was a well-rounded cadre who served from the student movement that he dearly loved so much, of South African Student Congress, where he was dealing with the issue of access for students, the issue of redress for students, the issue of transforming our education center at large. He later left the student politics to join the mainstream politics, where he advanced his politics through the ANC Youth League. He has always believed in politics of unity and discipline. He has always been against this thing of factionalism in the movement. He believed that at the end of the day we were one children of Oliver Tambo. So at all times we need to aspire, we need to depict what Oliver Tambo wanted, which is uniting Africans. So Dikago was a hope and an epitome of unity for all of us in the Congress movement. That is why it is not a mistake that hours before he could depart this earth, he was elected as the regional treasurer. Delegates really loved him. So it's a serious loss to us as the African National Congress. No one can replace what the giant that Dikago was. In all honesty.
Just before I hand over, as you are communicating with the family, are you able to give us maybe details in terms of funeral or memorial service arrangements?
Yes, fortunately yesterday we met with the family, we met with the uncle. The uncle did communicate to us that the funeral will be held on Saturday at his home in Kunwana. And then the PYA in the province as well as in the region as well as the African National Congress, they are busy with the memorial service that will be held on Thursday, 10 o'clock at Mafikeng Civic Center. Also his branch or two, as you know, he was leading in the ANC branch. They will be having their memorial service on Wednesday, leading to the one that is anticipated to be held here in Mafikeng at Civic Center Thursday, 10 o'clock, where all PYA structures will be there, because he led almost all PYA structures, including the ANC. And of course, at the moment he was working at the Department of Public Works in the office of Comrade Saliva. They are also expected to be there. But what I can confirm, the PYA, they are busy organizing the memorial service for Thursday, 10 o'clock, Mafikeng Civic Center.
Thank you so much for your time. Wessels Mourned, he is the chairperson of the ANC Youth League in the Northwest Province, giving us the details about the memorial service and also the funeral service for Dikago Pule.
Refiloe Seboko, thank you very much for that update. Sad news indeed. Condolences to the family and the entire ANC Youth League family.